It is a hackneyed phrase, but I think it's one that speaks specifically to startups and to new businesses, is that you really do have to think differently.
Yeah.
You know, you do have to think out of the box.
Yeah.
You do, because otherwise all you become is what you left.
Yep.
But you've gone from being a boutique competition law firm to, you know, you've been listed as a top 100 global competition law firm, if I've got the information correctly. But you've expanded to become a leader in administrative and constitutional law, white-collar crime, commercial litigation. Has that been out of necessity to continue to grow, or was it always part of the strategy to go beyond what you started in?
I think, James, if I can put it this way, slightly organic and slightly strategic. I think the organic part was a lot of the work that we did, because you have to understand an industry. So what happens, you work in the petroleum industry, there's a merger, you're opposing the Sasol Engine merger years ago. So what you then start to learn is you start to learn about how does the industry operate, what are the regulations, etc. Next thing, your client has a regulatory problem, and you've actually been talking to them the whole time about the regulations, administrative law, and then you start helping them with that. So there's a kind of a flow through on that. We'd also years ago done a case for various pharmaceutical companies against wholesalers, pure competition law case. At that particular point, the new single exit pricing regime was coming in for medicines. So the logical person to deal with that was us, because we understood the regulations. So you then start running these constitutional cases. So I think that's the one aspect. The second thing is it's actually very interesting. I think the competition law is one of the the Competition Act of South Africa is one of the transformational statutes. It's a little bit like Nina does a lot of stuff with the MPRDA and so on. Also a transformational statute. So there's a different way of working and a different way of thinking about it.